Yo, what's up guys? So, October 29th, update notice. Finally have the coin shop, and if you ever got any dupes, then you might have some use for this. So, this doesn't apply to heroes obtained through recalls, and does not apply through heroes not obtained through summons, but obtained through content such as events, the shop, and exchange, such as Soul and Xeno. So, Covenant coins, these are the coins for the RGB, or Fire, Ice, Earth units, and these will be used in the Covenant coin section of the shop. Galaxy coins, these are from the duplicates of the ML5s, Light and Dark units. These will be used through the Galaxy coin section. So, for Covenant coins, you start receiving these once you get 7 duplicates of 5 stars. And for Galaxy coins, you start receiving this when you get 2 duplicates of 5 stars. So, after summoning a hero on the results screen, if it is a duplicate hero and is eligible to receive coins, a message stating so will be displayed on the screen. And you can check your coins through your inventory under currencies. You can use these in the coin shop. And so let's take a look at this. So, coin shop will have a monthly purchase limit. These will reset on the first of every month. There'll be rotation for the 5-star heroes that can be purchased on the first of every month. And so Covenant coins will have 2 5-star units here. As you can see, Tenebria and Tywin. It'll also have the random level 85 epic equipment. And you have 30 times each month for these. Molagoras you can buy with these, and epic charm equipments you can also buy here. Galaxy coin shop, we have the ML5. There'll be 1 ML5, and there'll be random level 85 epic accessory. So this will be a little bit different here, and this is also 30 times. You can buy reforged material available. Reforged material selection chests, so you can select reforging material, and Molagora and artifact charm. So, level 85 epic equipment / accessory random list. So before you exchange, you can see the set effects, stats, and whatnot by tapping the view button. There's 3 random accessories that can be obtained, and number of refreshes will reset on the first of every month. So essentially, you'll get 3 pieces you can see in the shop. You can click refresh to go to the next 3, and you can always buy it with your currency here that you have available. So once you find the perfect substat one, then you can go ahead and buy this. Number of summons for a 5-star hero. Players can check the number of times a hero has been summoned by going to journal / select hero information. So only heroes obtained through summons and mailbox will be counted. So you can click the arrow in your journal and it'll show you how many you have here. And this is applied retroactively. So if you ever through your course of the game, you receive duplicate 5-star heroes, whether it's ML5 or RGB, once you get enough for that, then you'll be able to get your coins here. And so second thing here, Powder of Knowledge shop update. So finally, every time there's a banner with an artifact, we can buy these with powder. So if you ever know there's an artifact you need, you save up your powder, you wait for that banner to come through, and you can buy this artifact finally. Unfortunately, it is a little bit expensive, but because it's a direct buy of the artifact, then the powder is going to be a little bit more expensive, I'm assuming, than normal artifacts that you can buy from the shop here. Alright. So artifact in the drop rate up will be sold in the Powder of Knowledge shop only during the event period. And once the drop rate up event is over, the artifact will no longer be sold in the Powder of Knowledge shop. And you can only buy 1 of each time. And so, special side story, Blood and Roses, the Halloween side story here. As always, looks like for event ones, these will be a 3-part event. And first currency, we have the coins. Enhanced artifacts, it looks like there's 3 new different artifacts that we'll be getting. from the event. These are all 4-star artifacts. And so, same thing as always with typical side stories. You just farm for the currency, and then you can buy the artifacts in the shop to use as a boost for your currency that you'll be receiving. And we have a special event pet. Looks like it's a little bat, which is pretty cute. And here's the 3 event artifacts. The tower deals 50 fixed damage to the target after attacking, at max 100 fixed damage. So it looks like 100 true damage here. It's called death, the next one. After attacking with a single attack, has a 7.5 to 15% chance to detonate any bleeding and burn effects inflicted on the target at the end of the turn. It's actually pretty interesting. Actually seems pretty decent, as some people can probably make use of it for fun. And then the last one is called the moon. After attacking with a single attack, has a 7.5% chance to 15% chance to steal 1 buff from the target. There's also a pretty interesting artifact there. It's like a mini ML Rin. Alright, so we have the new ML5, which is top model Luluca, and she's a dark mage. With that being said, if I'm to go over the skills here, I'll let you know what I think about her. So, uses the suit's energy to attack the enemy. When used on the caster's turn, has a 40% chance to grant an extra attack for the same skill when the enemy is not an elite or boss monster. Damage sharing effects are ignored. Increases the effect chance to 100%. Cost 10 souls. Skill 2. Manifests the suit's energy, increasing combat readiness of all allies by 10% and increasing attack of the caster for 2 turns. Grants the caster an extra turn. So 10% combat readiness boost, attack buff, extra turn. And then skill 3. She transcends cosmic space to attack the enemy with dimensional energy before granting the caster stealth for 2 turns. When the enemy is defeated, inflicts extinction and decreases the caster's skill cooldown by 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's speed. So, extinction, stealth for 2 turns, reduce cooldown by 1 turn, proportional speed. As a damage unit, she has quite a bit, to be honest, and I think she's pretty good in that aspect. The only issue is I feel like she might be a little bit difficult to build, as you probably want to build her fast, either follow up a Falcon or Query, or in this case you might want to use her a little bit faster with like a cleave team. You probably don't want her to be super slow on a cleave team, as in case you'll want her to go right after, like for example, Faithless Luluca, and boost the rest of your team and a little bit more to make sure your combat readiness is up there. So right now I think I have mixed opinions about her. Skill set wise, multipliers that we've seen, I think she's very strong, but unfortunately I feel like she'll be a little bit hard to utilize for the majority of people. Whether or not you need speed gear or not, she will be a good counter to Arbiter Vildred or to squishy units that you're worried about reviving. And finally, we have specialty change, Magic Scholar Doris. So we have her specialty change here, and her skill 3 is being changed. It dispels 1 debuff from an ally with light magic before recovering their health and increasing their combat readiness by 35%. Amount recovered increases proportional to the target's max health. So, as always, you have to be 5-star level 50. You can start the specialty change quest. And let's take a look at the runes. So, she increases her speed by 5. Mana bullets decrease hit chance effect chance is increased by 5%. Increases health by 10%. Recovers health of all allies by 2% after being attacked by a dark elemental energy. So specifically, if you've ever been attacked by a dark element enemy, increases effect resist by 25%, that's very good. 10% chance to decrease defense of all allies. Increase defense of all allies by 1 turn after being attacked by dark element enemy. Has a 100% chance to increase combat readiness of the caster by 5% after using mana bullet. Increases effect resist of all allies by 5%. Has a 100% chance to decrease damage suffered from a critical hit by 30% when attacked by dark elemental enemy. When more than one enemy one damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. And when using Primal Light, has a 100% chance to dispel one additional debuff from the target. So overall, Doris, I think this is a really good 3-star healer. I don't think she's nearly as strong as Momo, possibly. I think she's still really strong, but maybe just a little bit under Momo, possibly, as Momo does cleanse a lot more and provides immunity. But Doris does provide combat readiness to your ally with her skill 3, which in that sense, it's huge. And aside from that, we have Draco Plate and Luna drop right up. So if you haven't gotten Draco Plate, you can try to get that there. Unfortunately, Luna right now is mainly for PvE. Some people use her here and there for PvP. Haste, ML Haste Imprints, and RNL drop right up. And finally, 2 new exclusive equipments. So we have Luna's attack percent as a stat, and increases the caster's combat range by 15% after using her skill 1. So this would probably be really good for just PvE Wyvern, or if you're running like a counter Luna, I would imagine. Other than that, skill 3 decreases the enemy's attack for 2 turns after using Ragnar Spear. I don't think that's very good. Grants an extra turn to the caster when the enemy is defeated. I probably end up using this if you want to use her as a PvP nuke. And Celine, this one's actually really good. So crit chance, 6 to 12%. That's amazing in itself. Grants the caster stealth for 2 turns. I don't think that's very good. But when using Blink, damage dealt is increased by 10% and attacks the enemy with the highest attack. I think this is the one that you should be using, as that reduces the RNG. Sorry, that gets rid of the RNG for your S2, and I think this one's huge. S3, damage dealt is increased by 10% when using Thunderclap. It's okay. All right, and aside from that, limited Halloween pet added. There's a bat and there's some sort of like, I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a Cthulhu, I guess. And yeah. So last but not least, I think maybe Expedition boss rotation. So we're getting the Dark Elemental Expedition boss. This will be we'll be getting rid of the Golem. So we can receive A13 reforged materials from this, and as always, same as the bosses, we'll be getting the origin shelves. There's going to be Molagoras now, which will be great, and then manifestation stones and whatnot. And aside from that, artifact equipment usage statistics. So this is pretty cool. You can see what the most used sets are, most used artifacts are for the units, to tell you and possibly show you who's good on these artifacts or who's good on what set. If you're ever curious and you're not sure what set to use on a unit, you can see what top players or the majority of players are using here. So I think this is a really cool functionality to have. Really good for newer players. Alright. Oh, looks like max account will be increased to level 70 here. Reputation grades for Conclave will be increased to 12 to 14. This is crazy. Okay. It's cool. Looks like there's a new Stigma shop. Okay. And yeah, gold pack. Looks like previous gold pack and 1 and 2 will be reduced and the contents renewed. Okay, that's a little interesting. Yeah. Alright. Adjustment will rate to change the category label from equipment to artifact and fallen shops. Okay. And aside from that, I don't think there's too much a lot, just monster fixes, bugs, quality of life fixes, and probably text fixes here. Alright. Looks like they're also changing some of the icons here. Okay, and aside from that, that's all we have this week. That's all we have this week. That was a lot this week. Alright, and peace out, guys.